Destroy as many cards in the Pendulum Zone as possible. Then apply these effects and resolve in sequence depending on the number of cards destroyed. This card has gotten my attention. 1 or more, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. 2 or more, you can add 1 Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. If you're not playing any Pendulums, then that sucks for you! But if you are playing Pendulums, then this is another way to search them shits. Ideally, you would want to destroy 2 of your opponents, and then be like, bonus, bitch! Fuck your Pendulum summon! Whatever ethnicity this person is. 3 or more, you can banish 1 card on the field. Well, goddamn! That would also require you to have 1 too. So I guess you're destroying at least 1 of yours and theirs to banish a card. That's like, why are you still hitting him when he's down? Stop hitting him. Okay, my hand is hurting from doing that too much. 4 more, you can add 1 Swaying Gaze from your deck to your hand. So you'd have to be like, I'm a Pendulum, then I'm going to activate effects if they got them. Then I'm going to maybe Pendulum summon some shit. And then I just happen to have Swaying Gaze in my hand because I am broken. And then your opponent would have to be playing something Pendulum related. And it ain't like you can play around some shit when it's Pendulum related because you want to get your scales immediately. So Swaying Gaze, I guess, Altherio could be actually pretty decent. Even if it doesn't blow up 4 of them. It still is a heavy storm for Pendulum something. Maybe you just want to free your own Pendulum zones and you don't have any effects that are in your Pendulum zones that blow themselves up. So you just be like, sway and gaze that shit, and I get a bonus. I have a feeling, because they've been pushing this Pendulum shit, at least in the support that we've been seeing recently, and I feel like this card is going to be one of those annoying ass side cards that if you're playing a Pendulum deck, you're going to see this motherfucker, and it's basically free. You getting other effects is just extra. It still just blows up cards in Pendulum zones, and I think that is good enough. I could be wrong, but if you destroy 4, which means 2 of yours, you get a copy of this. So that means you just get to wreck them again when they have the time and the resources to complete their scales. We talk about Konami doing stupid shit, and they do stupid shit all the time. But sometimes Konami does something nice, and I do feel like even though they do dumb shit, some things can also be acknowledged. They've made archetypes that don't rely on pendulums. Because what it used to be was, we're going to make an archetype that's obsolete. Buy some shit that came out, right? So you have something like Inferno, and I bring this shit up all the time, but it's a relevant topic. So Infernoids don't give a fuck about pendulums, right? Because you can't really normal summon them by normal ways. But you could actually play them against a pendulum-based deck, and it won't seem like the pendulum deck or the Infernoid deck is better than one another. The shit seems pretty balanced out. I like the fact that you do not have to play them. Well, of course, we don't have to play them, but there's not really this push with these archetypes where you're going to be pretty fucked over if you don't play them. I would expect Swaying Gaze to be some stupid-ass red in the TCG because mostly every really strange, restrictive hate card usually ends up being some type of high rarity, which is bullshit. But I do feel like this card is decent because you want to use your MSTs on other shit, not on pendulum things, especially when Swaying Gaze is a card. I'm just saying it's my opinion. So with that note, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. If you would like to support me in some form or fashion, all I ask is you spend literally seconds out your day and click an advertisement. I will be grateful, appreciative, and I'll say thank you very much in advance if you can find some time to do that. I just noticed that this is Hypno Sister. She got that big ass eye on her forehead. I don't think that's cool. So inappropriate. If she was a bit older and she was like sucking my penis, I would not be comfortable with looking at her big eye when she's looking up at me. I guess that's one of the reasons why I don't have a girlfriend. Because I'm so inappropriate.